Hello people there, this is TheRubyRevolution, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to War Thunder. Now yesterday of the time of me recording this, Gaijin came up with a very interesting article with that. They're changing, or looking at changing, how the detection of guided missiles work in the game. As you all know right now, they kind of have the audio warning as well as the visual warning coming up on your screen, but they're going to be changing it, or at least they're looking at changing it to be a lot more realistic with how it works. I'll put a link to the article in the description below, but the main crux of it is that's going to be a lot more visual based, and you have to be able to actually physically look at the missiles. You're now going to get a marker over the missiles, which is going to make things a whole lot more interesting. You're going to be able to get a lot more jumps on people compared to before. And just like a ground realistic battle, things like that, you're going to basically get no warnings at all, either text warnings or audio warnings apparently, unless they have the actual appropriate warning systems on board with the aircraft. Pretty interesting. Not sure what I think of it yet. I have not played any gameplay of it yet. There's basically a test event they can do, which you're going to be trying out and see how we get on with it in just a minute. But it's pretty interesting. I'm not sure how it is. Obviously it's a lot more realistic in terms of how it works to real life, because you're not going to get a massive letters coming up in your face, for example, when a missile has been launched at you. But the things that kind of worry me with this is a lot of things are tied to, say, crew skills, which means that people with higher crew skills are going to be able to detect the missiles a lot easier compared to people with the less crew skills, which are going to make things pretty interesting at top tier. And if you've, say, bought a crew skill upgrade. But anyway, what we're going to do today is we're going to take out the MiG-21 into this event, which you can find up here in the top right hand corner under missile detection test. I haven't played any games of this yet. No idea how it's gonna work or anything. I did really want to play the Draken today with this, but for some unknown weird reason, Sweden is not in this playtest, which is a little bit of a shame. But anyway, let's get going, and we'll see how we get on in a couple of games with this new missile detection system. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, it's like realistic arcade. This is going to be very interesting. I'm very intrigued to how this is going to work. There's not many people in this game, but it's more for playtesting rather than actual proper gameplay. Okay, lots of all the phantoms. I want to be fired at here. It's not very often they want that, but I actually want to be fired at here. Come on, anybody? Oh, okay. Ah, there we go. See, we got the missile diamond there. No audio warning at all, it seems like. Oh, no one's interested in going for me. I guess we'll go and engage. I'm sure we'll get people fired at me. It's going to mean now that you're going to need to be a lot more situational awareness compared to before. Yeah, see, look, you just get randomly getting them going. Okay, you don't get them for your own ones, though. Oh my god, those missiles are just disgusting. Can we get this guy? I don't really want to kill him. I don't really want to kill him, to be honest. I might go for guns. Oh, come on. Just a crit. Somebody go for me. Oh. Okay, so he's firing the missile off. Okay, it's lost the track. I still think... I'm not really sure. I kind of like the audio warning still. I mean, I'm not sure how many aircraft in this area had a missile approach warner. See, that off it goes, look. It's literally just visual now, it looks like. Ooh. Where you going, Phantom? Where you going? Oh. Come on. MiG-21, come on, you can get me. Yep, it's literally just a visual warning now. I kind of like the audio warning though. It does feel a little bit lacking not having any audio warning. Would be nice if maybe if you looked at the missile and you actually detected it, like we'll look at see that missile over there, then you start getting the audio warning. rather than just pure visual. Come on, Phantom. Here we go. He's going to fire a missile off at me. There we go. Oh, okay. No, no. Oh, there we go. And we've lost it again. Okay. And... Alright, no dodging that one. It does feel a little bit lacking. It really does feel a little bit lacking with the audio. I think the audio should sound, if you detected the missile visually, then it should start going off. Because it didn't sound right. Having no visual audio representation. It's interesting as well because it tells what parent aircraft it came from. Oh. Stand back in. Oh, there's a few more people in the game now. Oh, here we go. He's going to head on me, isn't he? No guns. I just want him to fire the missiles off at me. Any warnings? No. Pretty interesting. It is pretty interesting. It's odd as well that you get him from like any angle with the missile marker. I mean, this is obviously an early playtest of this. It's good that they've done it like this way and that you can playtest it rather than just implementing it into the game and we get a bit of a chance to give some feedback to them. Can we... oh my god, that was terrible. It doesn't really matter. I'm not really playing properly. What was this? Come to me. Come on, F4. There we go. Oh, yeah, get in the war zone straight away, and yeah. So it doesn't look like there's any audio ones, at least on the MiG-21. I'm not sure about any other aircraft. Okay, this time we're taking the Phantom out for a little bit of a spin. Oh, there's only like a couple of people in this game, and it's a squadron on the enemy team. It doesn't really matter. This is for just testing purposes. What is going on here? Nobody can spawn in. Is Rebel's just by herself? What the fuck is this? Oh, there we go. Okay. I don't really mind if we get shot down. Actually, I want to be fired upon. We've got the flares, really. We can sort of deter them if need be. Oh, this is still a flying brick as ever. I want to get this guy on my tail. Oh, okay, here we go. Now we're gonna be able to deter him. Oh, don't get in too close. That's not fun. Gotta get missile. Yeah. Oh my god, you don't even like hardly even get a chance to get a warning at all. Really does seem like there is no audio warning at all now. And I'm not really sure how I feel about that at all. I'm really not sure. Like I said before, I think if you're looking at the missile, you should get the audio warning. We'll give him a missile. Yeah, there's no dodging that for you. Interesting concept, though. Obviously, this is more realistic to how I would work in real life. And hopefully moving forward, when we get more aircraft which have missile approach waters, laser warners, radar approach warners or radar or the electronic countermeasures. Things like that. Oh, don't head on me. I'm talking. Hopefully then we'll start getting audio warnings, or maybe like get the directional warnings, because a more modern aircraft on things like the HUD, you get a directional warning of what kind of direction the missile is coming in from, which would be pretty nice to see maybe, depending on what aircraft it is. Might be able to like jam up the enemies, say for example, you lock onto them with the radar system like this, you could maybe start electronic jamming them to stop their countermeasures from working, stop... Oh. Stop the missiles from able to lock on, stop the missile warners from working, etc. That'd be interesting to see. I think it's maybe just me now. Is he going to be able to dodge it? Oh, he's going vertical. Is it going to help him? Is it going to help him? And no. Oh, okay. And right there, look, we got no warning because I wasn't paying attention. It's going to be so quicker, I think, especially in ground realistic. You can have like no warnings at all, and I think a lot of people are going to get jumped on. Okay, let's give it another go. Another point as well, someone brought this up, I think it was on the Reddit, that if you have 2 crew members in your aircraft, does that mean you get more of the proximity or the situational awareness? Comes back before of basically if you have higher crew skills, you can have a little bit more of an advantage, but it seems for the most part they detect the missiles pretty quickly anyway. Oh, okay. Lost an engine. Doesn't really matter. This is definitely a drastic change to how air realistic battles are going to play out in the future if this gets implemented with how it is right now. Hopefully they'll like take away some feedbacks from this. Like I said, the audio especially, there needs to be some audio in there somewhere, because the lack of just any audio representation, I think, is just really, it's just severely lacking without it. And one of the ways that could be implemented is like I said, if you're looking at the missile, the audio ones that could then start, because it's just weird that you're literally just going to get hit out of nowhere. You can have no idea you're under attack, and getting the jump on people is going to be more key than like it was before. Like I said as well, moving forward with like the next generation of aircraft which have more advanced missile warners, which tell you like the direction which the missiles coming in, we maybe will start getting the audio representations back again. But right now, not really sure that I like the change. I do kind of like having how it is, because it just works nicely, and having this with more having like a visual representation. While it is nice to have the markers to kind of lose the track sometimes where the missile is with the marker, and I'm not entirely sure that it kind of works with how it is right now. But this is what these playtests are for, and it's nice that Gaijin have actually done it in an actual playtest rather than just throwing it into the game without actually then to see what the community thinks of it first. But anyway, let me know in the comments below what you think of this change with how the missile systems work with War Thunder. How else would you implement it or improve it, or what things do you think would be needs to change for it to come into the base, the actual proper game. But anyway, please like, comment, share, all that good stuff, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one sometime soon. Bye!